Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Minnesota Golden Gophers and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive.
The Nittany Lions ready to kick it away first. He'll return it. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Golden Gophers offense will get first crack at it here. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Let's take a minute just to think about Minnesota. At some point, the media needs to recognize this is a team on a hot streak. They put together a nice record, winning 3 straight, now knocking on the door of the top 25.
Yeah, and I think, Reese, the media also realizes what happened early in the season, and they took a few lumps, and they were kind of figuring out who they are. But I feel like the last 3 weeks, Jesse, they're playing as well as anybody in the country, and they know what their identity is.
I agree. I think in college football, year in, year out, teams get better and teams get worse. This is the formula. They all of a sudden are starting to realize and figure out what gives them the best chance to win week in, week out. Guys are playing at a very high level. I don't see that stopping today.
The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. So Penn State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays.
And guys, we just know, and we kind of laugh about it. When we talk about this team, you know you're going to get a tight end. Like, you just know you're going to get a big, strong, athletic guy in matchups. It was no different watching tape this week. In this offense, they found a great one. Not surprisingly, Palmer, because it seems like they do it every single year.
And on offense, they're smart, right? I mean, it goes through the tight end. In the passing attack, that's oftentimes where the quarterback's going to be looking first, and we see that all the time. And so it's no surprise they've been able to reload this position and stock it up. You're going to see multiple tight ends in formations today, and they're going to attack this defense vertically down the field, throwing to what has always been their best position.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
It's caught. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release, gets down the field, and you see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. Got it. He's loose down the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wallace. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll start on the ground with People. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with...
Makes the grab in their space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. He's got the tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Unloads to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situation to get that conversion and now get 1st and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here.
Here we go. Ready. Booster. Ready.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give is to Taylor. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. My goodness, he unloads on that one. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Give running right, it's Peoples. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the move, it's Hansen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. 1st and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense, because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Minnesota sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. Listen to this this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And some room to work. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They believe they can run right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. There's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right down the boulevard. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Looking for blockers. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Taylor has it. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Beck. Bringing the heat. Trying to get away. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
Snap it to the back. There's some room. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Peoples. There he goes. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Gophers will take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on first and goal. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Penn State! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Slams it ahead. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Coming out with it, it's Hayes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air. It's Lindsey. Finds his man. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Makes the grab on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Timeout called by the Golden Gophers, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He'll take a deep shot here. Got it inside the 10. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The snap sets up the throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
A really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with the Texas State Bobcats taking on the number 20 team, the Fresno State Bulldogs.
Bringing it back. And the returner goes down. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Guys, catching up with the Nittany Lions head coach at the half, he is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. To throw, it's Beck. Might be looking to run. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds a man on the right. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Gets it out fast. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
With the catch, it's Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
Got it in the middle. It's Helms. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. A 1st down for the offense. The play action fake. throws for the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run there. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Missed opportunity with the field goal, and the deficit is still 15.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Looking to pass. It's Beck. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now it looks as if we have an injured Golden Gopher on the play. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Plucks it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends in the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. To the air, it's Lindsey. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught near the sideline, it's Taylor. Now it looks as if we have an injured Golden Gopher on the play. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Back to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Maybe some room here. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Here's Peoples one more time. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Got his man downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
He wants to throw it again. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Play number 10 on this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Under fire. Touchdown, Penn State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And, man, that is exactly what you want your offense to do in the 4th quarter. Like, protect your lead, being able to put drives together, eat up clock, and score. Now, ball goes to the other side. Palmer, you better put this offense in fast forward. Down by a couple of possessions, you need some big plays.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time. You've got to score quickly, and then your defense has to be able to get the ball back for you, too. So you just put tons of pressure on the opponent with that long scoring drive to take a 2-possession lead. That could not have been executed any better.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Thompson. Makes the catch, and he's free. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey guys, here on the Penn State sideline, their tight end has been a brilliant target here today. Over 100 yards receiving already in this game, and I expect them to keep him in and keep going to this big target. As you know, the tight ends never get the glory, and this guy is on fire today. Let's see if they continue to feed him the rock. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Awesome job up front by the being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. Bust through behind his pad. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their second. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking for the score. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
And the point after is good. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Thompson. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense
turning it on. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That's a miss as an OC. He's coming to the sidelines and listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route, but either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
And, man, that's a really good job by this defense to play zone on 3rd and long, to kind of sit back but not get lost and not get your eyes and not see the running back. Everybody starts to release. They break on the football, come down, get a good tackle on the running back, and get a big stop on 3rd down.
They bring him down strong.